The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Indianapolis Colts. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken very short. And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get... this back to the 5-yard line.
Ready. You draw quarter. Five.
Back near his goal line. Here's Brady. This one caught by Davis. And he's out right at the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's son. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Yeah, it's a 4-yard loss. Really sets them back now for 2nd down.
6-6, pull it high. 29 is Mike 29. Here we go.
On 2nd down now. It's Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
29 is Mike 20. Any weapon. Deuce. Get it.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
X3, 218, chop. 29 is Mike 29.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On is the Chargers punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 10-2 start. Mike 54. Watch coaching snap.
On first down, Levy. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Topper.
They'll try the left side. Levy, and he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Watch the slant. Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, watch it. 57, Mike, 57. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Check 37. Kill. Now. Hey, turn it up. Let's go.
On third down, Levy, and he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Tie it up. Recon, 152 fighter, on the ball.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
61, matchbox lights.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They'll go with Jones. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Set. 10 Lobo. General West. I got him. Switch.
They'll run on first down. Levy. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
You got 3 down, 3 down.
They'll try the left side. Levy, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Okay, ready? 57 to Mike. Push him back. Push him. Stone, travel. Hey, check 24. Check 20.
On 3rd down, Levy. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Mike 29. Watch the slats. Watch the slat. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Yo, go. Mike 29. Step.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 29. I got it. 6'6", pull it high. Watch the twist.
Running on first down, Eckler. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Hey, Eckler.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Brady going to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Check 99. Check 99. X3. 218. Chopper. Switch. Big grip.
They'll run it with Jones. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
On second down, Levy. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
Hey, exit.
On third down, Levy, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Hey, C6.
Throwing on first down is Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Brady now on first down. Looking for Campbell downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
51's the mark. Hey, Alpha.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. Standing just outside his own goal line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Go.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Give him 9 yards there on what will be the final play of this first half. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jalen Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards of punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
8-3.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey! Here we go. Hey, Mike 51.
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. On is the Chargers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Miles Boykin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go.
At their own 38-yard
The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo! Check 26, check 26. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
This is Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, Eckler. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Kill, kill, kill. 80 weapons.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Get wide. Slam, slam, slam. X3, 218, chop it. Deep rip.
On third down, here's Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go again to Jones. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Protein spill. Check it backer, check it backer.
On first down, Levy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
The Colts send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. The Charger drive about to get going. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled. But you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Get it.
Now Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready up. 51, 951. Don't let him breathe. 61, matchbox lights. Don't let him breathe, defense. Now.
Again, it's Jones. And an alley to run. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will get them 1 closer. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Go. Check. Let's go. Let's go. Get set.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Hey, Delta. Let's go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Watch twist. Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Aaron Donald make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
The Charger drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
60 on. General West. Slam, slam, slam. Switch, switch, switch. Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check 50, check 50. Begin. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Buzz. 51, Mike 51. They can't hang with us.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just 1 more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, foxtrot.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, we got a seal. Watch the curl.
They'll run on 1st down. Levy. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Chargers' 26-yard line.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. No. Off. Get it.
Now a give right side. Levy. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants